I'm excited because I've never been to your facility. Let's
I
see what you
understand.
got up there in the
All right.
cold.
Well, we have our inverts here. We have a lot of our corals we'll get into later. We have some fish here. Just showing, Hillary was picking on me about the hair algae in this tank. And I said, well, this is our dirtiest tank for one reason. These are lettuce nudibranchs. If I don't have any hair algae and I don't have the messy stuff, they die because that's what they eat. And then that's one of the things I was explaining to her. Most of our tanks are spotless and we can keep as clean as possible. Down here, I don't know if you can see these or not, but these are really a cool item we sell. These are upside down jellyfish. They live really nice in tide pools or slow moving, low flow tanks. And we sell a lot of them to people all over the United States. In our invert systems, we have many different inverts. They're all separated. They're all not kept with anything wild or anything that's come in that's not tank raised. Like I'll show you some things in this room here. So in our room here, we have our chocolate chips starfish. We have our tank raised ORA clowns. So there's nothing wild in here. This is all stuff that we've gotten. It's all kept separate. So you don't get any diseases. And they're the only things that'll be in this tank. Down here, you have some electric blues and the short spines. And there's a few fish that are always in here. They don't sell out of here. You keep these just for food and things to move around in here. We have our special that we had told Ken about. I brought in about 50 or so of the blood shrimp. I know he's got them on special. They're a great deal for that. And we have a lot of those here. Down below, I don't know if you can see them or not, but those are our sand sifting stars. They're in a sand base, just like they'd be out in the wild. And we keep everything as close as we possibly can to the way you're going to catch them or see them in the wild. And then over on this side over here, we have cleaner shrimp. And we always keep one banded shrimp with them or a arrow crab because they don't like to get along really nice to each other with two arrow crabs or two banded shrimp in the same tank. Unless, of course, the bandits are a mated pair. But so we keep one of the animals that don't get along with others that well and separate in each tank. Over here, we have some of our anemones, and we have something that's really cool, even older than me, according to some of my buddies I work with. We have our horseshoe crabs down here.
Prehistoric.
Yes, exactly right. They're prehistoric, and they sit in the sand here, and this is our overflow tank. Works out great for the anemones. They stay inside, and the flow comes up from the center and over the top.
Hold on. I've got a fun fact. Did you know that horseshoe crabs have blue blood?
I did not know that.
They do. They have blue blood. They can molt, and their blood is used to test medical equipment. I don't know if they still do it to that extent today, but
so while we're in this
they're actually using their blood to treat ocular diseases. So their blood, horseshoe crabs, blue blood actually have some characteristic. I don't know what exactly ocular diseases, but I recall that their blood is used for eye diseases.
Yeah.
Fun facts.
So we're in the sealing room where everything that's been picked will come to in a black bin, and they come in a bag similar to this here. And they have a sticker on them. We have, as you can see, all the stickers of the different inverts we carry, plus more over here. And they're prepared. And then what we do is, it's a really cool bag. It's sealed. We put water in it first with a crab or whatever it is. And this one here is for a 10 gallons standard, which is the larger kit. Each bag has the number on it so that we have them. And if you look over here, there's bins that are all pre-made. So they just grab a bin when they get the invoice and start setting up the invoices that way. And then we put water in it and we flip it upside down with the animals are in here and we seal it here. And this is how you would get it home. This is the standard pit. I don't know if you can get a picture of this, but these are all the animals that would come in a 10 standard. So that's how this would work. And we do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bags every week, or more than that, probably thousands of bags every week. So this is one of our rooms here. Keep it here. We go down here a little bit. For another one of our invert rooms. On top here, we have all of our spirits that are found in the same location as our feather duster, kept in the same place, and also our flame scallops. They're all from the same region. They all stay together. And these peppermint shrimp are wild-caught peppermint shrimp in the same area. Well, we put all these peppermint shrimp in all of our different tanks to keep the tanks clean without using any kind of chemicals or any kind of bug be gone or anything like that to kill off any kind of pest. The peppermint shrimp eat all that up and clean it all up. Down here we have some serpentine stars here, down here, and there should be a couple of fish here and there just to keep the food going. So we try and keep everything as natural as possible. And then the fish over here on this invert system, we run Chato down here, and also down below here is all of our, we have more conchs down here, fighting conchs. They live right in the Chato and they keep it clean. Up here you have your red legs. We go through thousands of those a week. Blue legs, the same thing. And our bumblebee snails, again over here.
Bumblebee snails are great for taking care of vermitids. You got to get a bunch of them, but they really do work.
Up on top up here, we have, it's hard to see, but these are all your wild caught peppermints. And also below here, in that same tank, is our brittle stars that are caught in the same area with the wild caught. So they're kept separate always. And up here, we have our pincushions and our pencil urchins. We carry a large variety of inverts that are always replenished, keep them clean, everything special for them in here. Up here, you have your scarlets, crab, up here. And then down here, we also have our ORA tank raised peppermints along with the margaritas. No, you can't drink those, Hillary. And down below, we have some of our emeralds. Right now, we have emerald. We go through about a couple hundred of those a week also. But here's one of the really cool sellers, and it's really cool. Snail. You can pick it up. It's called a Nassarius snail. When they're in the sand, they look just like I would say like a submarine with a telescope up. All you see is their little telescope. See this right here? This sticks above the sand, and when they're cruising through, and as soon as you throw food in the tank, all of them just come up like straight up out of the sand, like a submarine. And then we also have in here all of our tank raised tuxedo urchins. They're the small ones. We're letting them grow out a little bit longer before we sell them. Those are from ORA also.
Tiny. Oh, they're so cute.
And this room here, for the quickie in this room, and we'll go down a little bit further. Awesome us here is our Cato. So a lot of Cato, but this also works as a great filtration for a lot of animals that put in a lot of waste into the system. So these are all right here are our trochus. We have the wild caught trochus, and we also have the very large trochus that came in as a special we have out here also. They came in with them. They didn't charge.
Stick your hand over there so they can see.
I can show you one.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of those from you. They're cool.
They're the size of a golf ball. Really cool. Really, really cool.
Like, there's some bigger ones even still.
Oh, yeah. There's some bigger ones in here. Yeah, there's another bigger one here. Hillary's happy about. I think she's having dreams of her old time when we sent her the first kit when she opened it up. Oh, my God. They're so big, all these things. This is the largest I've ever seen.
I'll never live that down.
Hey, Mark, I didn't send you a picture yet, but Amy sent me a snail that I have in my Fowler tank. It's about the size of a baseball.
Let me see real quick. Come here. Come on, me this way. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. But it's probably hiding. I have one in here too somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. She sent me one of the other one that she had for you. From you.
Yeah, I'm worried about it not getting enough food. It's so big.
It'll eat through
the tank's too clean.
So here's one of our tanks we hold from our specially bred one-offs from ORA clowns. So we have the different clowns separated in here. This tank's a little hard to see with the lights off like this.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Yeah, they're one-offs. There's only one of a kind to the pair.
Are those on the website?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And down here, well, Ken, I got to get some yellow tangs and more purple tangs. I'm all out, all sold out. So I'm gonna bring in some. I think we're gonna bring in yellow tangs next. And then, of course, our tank grade. We can't get the wild caught right now. A little bit further up here. These are our astrias inside of here. These are all out of Florida Keys. They're caught by. I believe you. If we watched our last time we were down there, it was Mark, myself, and Jimmy. We went diving and collected some of these. It was a lot of fun. Did that. And then in this tank, since they like to climb out, these are our Mexican turbos. And They're all back in stock. Water's cooler now, so we can get them. Certain times of the year, we have to sell just plain tropical turbos, which are a great turbo also, but because the water's so hot, that you can't get the Mexican turbos anymore for a little while because of the temperatures. But these are all tropical turbos and Mexican turbos together. So you can order either one. If you like the tropicals, they're a little bit smaller. They don't move things around as much. But if you want the big Mexican turbos, you order those separate. They're both on the website in different categories. Okay. So I was showing our inverts. That's basically our inverts for there. We have in some of the other tanks, we have some Sally Lightfoots that are hiding around. You look around. This is for the
Next week, we're not showing that yet.
So people always ask us where we get our shells. So when we're having our shells being picked up, and I tell my divers or I tell the people that are selling them to us, I said, don't throw away any of the ones that are empty. Send them. And they're like, what? I go, yeah, send me the empty shells too. And they're like, how do we charge for that? I said, I think free would be nice, but a couple pennies is okay. So what we do is we take the shells that come with us and the ones that we get that don't survive in here. We bleach them, we sterilize them, we rinse them, we dechlorinate them, and then they are dried. So they are 100% ready for you to use for any of your other crabs or that need new homes. So this is basically what we do here. Yeah, we have all different sizes. You see on the website, you can see the different sizes from the smalls, and they're like 10 packs, 50 packs. I think I have some over here set up for you over here. See over here.
Can I just send you my empty shells and then you'll send me back full ones?
Sure, Jim. For you, anything. So this is how they come to you. There's different ones here. This would be the tank lights off on this tank, but this is our section group over here.
Wait, hold on.
They don't need to play for cancer.
Okay. No sexy shrimp.
No sexy shrimp plant. So on that end, we have almost all our inverts I've shown you, shells that we do, and then I showed you how we package them, and then they go out next day air in a box like this. Next day air. It has paper in it. It has a bag in it, and then it's got a top with styro on top of it. We also most of the months we have either one phone back here or two phones back here, and we're checking not just when they're leaving here, but where they might stop and where they might go. And that's the tricky part. This time of year, it's getting better. So we know it's pretty cold everywhere. But when you have different times of year, it's harder to figure that when you're leaving here and it's 75, 80, and it's going somewhere else where it's 25, 30, it's craziness. So you got to play the game with either you're using heat packs and trying to figure out when they're going to run out so that you can put an ice pack in there and a heat pack in there, and you can play the game with that. It's a little bit of a gamble, but I think we're doing pretty good with it. I don't have too many people say to us that we've had any issues with too many cold or too many hot animals. So that's about it for my inverts. So on the other hand, I don't know if we mentioned it. I don't know if Jimmy's mentioned it before in a video. I think he has. Our fish. We don't carry a lot of our fish here. We have another facility that we carry all of our fish out of, and they're quarantined there, and then we bring them here 3 or 4 times a week, depending on when we're shipping. And you can, I think there's a new thing on our website that you have a special request. You can request a fish. It'll come to me, and I will look to see if I can get that fish. And within a few days, I will let you know if we can have that fish or not. Some fish are really rare, and sometimes when the people hear the price, they're not too interested in that fish anymore. But that's about it for here in Chicago. And thanks for your orders, and thanks for your support for saltwateraquarium.com. So, Hillary, you want to talk about anything else? Do we have, are we speaking about the food or the nutrition, or what are we doing?
Do we have time to talk about Reef Nutrition, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
All right. So I can show you the refrigeration that we keep them in. Hillary's an expert on Reef Nutrition, so we can talk about that.
I'm no Chad, but
So here's how we keep it. This is their full line.
whoa.
Except from the Apex pods, which are not refrigerated, they're up front, and they're kept under light so they keep growing. And we feed them with Phyto so they don't
Y'all.
eat up all of their own nutrition in the thing.
So that's about a week's supply, right? So we refresh.
No,
every week.
no. This
Every
is
other
replenished twice a week. Twice a week.
Twice a week. Okay,
Wow.
twice a week. So you always have super fresh stuff, because
Yes,
if
we're
you
going
don't
through it
run
fast.
through this stuff, it cannot. We want you to have the fresh stuff for sure.
Look at this. Okay, so I help to work the Reef Nutrition booth at a lot of the trade shows. And if you come to the shows, you might not like, we have these bottles here on display, but we don't always, it's not always ones that you are going to find at your local fish store. And one of the things that I love about Saltwater Aquarium is that you can get like the whole Reef Nutrition line in all of the different sizes. So you can see right here, you've got all of the different sizes, and we carry those. Now, this specific line up here is for if you are doing live cultures, if you are
So you want to
breeding
hear something
fish and
funny?
stuff like that.
I just had another order. He orders from us about every other month. It's a oyster farm. It's 1 million oysters or 1 billion oysters in New Jersey, I believe it is.
What?
He orders from me all the time, and I try and talk to him. He orders 60 of these bottles every time. So I'm like, why don't you want to order the big ones? And I think he says he doesn't trust like to give a bigger bottle to somebody. So each individual bottle or whatever he uses is the perfect dose for what he's doing. So he prefers just to do it that way.
That makes
So
so
I-
cool.
I just sent out 60 of them.
Billion oyster
days.
experience?
Yep, serious.
That's awesome.
Yep, it's in there.
So again, just with all of the different sizes, depending on whatever size tank, if you've got a giant tank, or if you're like myself and have some of the smaller tanks, you can get whatever size you need. You're not cornered into a specific size.
Yeah, you can yell.
Yeah.
And
ROE.
that's just Reef Nutrition right there.
This is just Reef
It's
Nutrition.
just Reef Nutrition, exactly.
You say you turn that all of that and 2 times a week?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
well-
doing about twice a week reloads right now.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
reload
goodness.
twice a week now, yeah. Oh yeah. So,
And actually, I'll just say one thing real quick. To be a certified vendor of Reef Nutrition, you're required to have a pickup location. In Chicago, if you buy on the website and you're local and you want to pick it up, we can make that happen. We actually have a pickup location.
Yep.
Some of the other online vendors who sell online are kind of skirting that rule, but we do actually do what they tell us to do.
you can have a will call anytime you want some of this stuff. I was waiting for you to do that. I knew you were going to do that. I do it. Yeah, this year. And we also want to talk a little bit about turbo tonight or no?
You can.
Yes, absolutely. Refrigerated stuff.
Okay, so here's the turbo line for all of your bacterias from Fritz. We have all of the 700 and 900 turbos, 900 being the saltwater, 700 being freshwater systems. These are excellent bacterias. Even here, when we do water changes, we add the freshwater or the saltwater. Not very much freshwater, but mostly saltwater for our facility here. Whenever we're doing water changes, we add more bacteria to it. It helps because of the large volume of animals we're carrying. That the bacteria helps the tank, and also it's great to start off a tank. So some of these tanks that we have over here, we'll do a water change of like 70 to 80%, especially in the invert snail tanks and things like that. So when we put it back, I always add bacteria to the tank also with the water change to make them cycle perfect and not hurt anything inside the system.
That's
See some of the
replenished
stuff.
weekly, right? They overnight
Yeah,
us
this-
turbo start once a week.
Oh yeah, yeah. This right here is at least once a week, and maybe sometimes. Well, I ordered twice this week already because I ran out of completely. This row here usually is 4 ounces on both sides of these, and we're completely out of the. Well, not completely out. I should say the backup is gone, and it's coming on Monday. So we'll have some on Monday.
Bam.
So that's what that's. But we go through this at least what we have here once a week, so it's always fresh. It's not a problem with that.
Okay, can you walk through all of the frozen foods, show all of the coolers, just go down the line so everyone can see what we have available? And it's also on sale, saltwateraquarium.com.
All right.
And Ken, just out of curiosity, what is the price point to get you free shipping for the frozen foods?
So frozen food will never ship free. It's a $30 flat fee that covers the dry ice, the cooler, the hazmat sticker, the priority FedEx overnight. Yes, the actual cost is more than $30. It's probably $45, $50 real
I was gonna
cost.
say just the dry ice alone with the certificate and having to send it through with the dry ice ticket and everything else. you're adding at least $10 to $12 per box, easy on those.
So just be aware when you order frozen food from us. Yes, I'm charging $30 because I feel like that's fair, but I'm also losing $20 in all those expenses. Hopefully, you order more than $20 worth of food. That's the game.
All right, as we were talking earlier, this is Larry's LRS Foods. We carry the whole line right here, as you can see it, and I believe Ken carries all of the seaweeds in that also. So we have all that, right, Ken? From Larry's.
Yes. We have the full line of LRS. Everything he sells, I'll carry.
Okay, so we have that here.
Hey, and we did earlier when we spoke to Larry, we asked him about how long this stuff keeps. And, you know, even when it's frozen, and he was saying a year. So that whole thing about if you're going to order some of this and you know the expense of the shipping, I mean, stock up on it a bit. As long as you have a freezer at home that you can put 10 of these packs in, or, you know, order 10 at a time.
So here's another new line for us that is doing very well. Is our Rod's food. It's excellent. I've known Rod Foods for 20-some, 30-some years. I think it was probably, I don't know, 25 years at least. Because I was one of the first guys to sell it for him at little trade shows. But it's a great product. And this is their full line here that we're carrying also now.
Yeah, what you'll see is a mix of chest freezers for somewhat picking, sometime long time storage, and we also have some picking freezers down at the end. We'll get to that.
Yep. And then on these freezers here, this is Reef Nutrition and Ocean Nutrition. So, I mean, San Francisco Bay and Reef Nutrition. I'm sorry. I'm okay. Ocean Nutrition. I'm all right. I'm it's getting a little late. Sorry. So here's one of the freezers here. We carry their full line also that's available. You've got some, it won't come down. We got mysis shrimp in the flat packs. We have
Jimmy
clams on the half. This is probably for you, Jim. And we have silver side. And then down here, we have packages of, some say this is squid, frozen squid. So if you want to change up and choose some of that, you get that. So we have this line. And let's go down here and talk about what Ken's talking about. So right now we're a little low because we've been hit hard. We've sold a lot. But these racks here are all, we get it in, we fill these, and this is where we pick from, so we don't have to keep opening that freezer and taking stuff out of it. We leave them to stay frozen. So we line up all the foods lines that we carry in here. So this right here is Ocean Nutrition. This one here, San Francisco Bay. And then the flat packs are only in there. We try and separate the stuff so we know where we're going, we grab it, and we line it all up so that it's really quick and we don't keep the freezers open that long. So this is all saltwater stuff here.
Hold on, give me just a second. Let me
Go ahead.
slowly. No, we're good. I just want everybody to be able to see all the stuff that we have. We've got some krill down here.
This will be replenished again probably in the next couple of weeks, probably. All of it again.
We use some of these foods at the aquarium.
Yep, they do. So this one here. So this is another one which sells really well for us. This is still your San Francisco Bay and Ocean Nutrition. These are really good sellers. This is all the 2-pound rolls. You just roll it out and just break off a row of it. So you'll get a row for each row you have here. There's 2 pounds. It's not the hard flat pack. It rolls up. It takes up much less room than having 10 of the hard packs in there. So we have blood.
Hillary, have you not seen this?
No, there was like 1 or 2 of these freezers when I was here last time.
You know, I'm always working, Ken, trying to get it better for us. Come on now. Just kidding, brother. So
it looks great, man. It looks really, really good, dude. I'm super impressed.
So this is more of our silver sides. And we also carry below here is where I know is the more silver sides and all the clams on the half shell. 2 pounds, quarter pound, eighth. They're 2 ounce, 4 ounce, 8 ounce, and 32 ounce of the clams on the half shell in here, and more silver sides, and the flat packs of silver sides also here.
Came in the sun.
3.5s.
So cute.
Yeah. And it's this one here, and then over here, this one we keep strictly our roller cubes, and as you can see, we're down to the roller cubes that are left in here. We have used all that stuff we just got in, Ken. We've sold everything but what you're looking at right now. Those 2 things right there is all we have left. So I know we're supposed to be getting an order probably
Dude,
right after.
I don't think I can keep up with all this ordering.
Well, I'm gonna have to, and I'll start take care of it. Relax. We got a team,
dude.
We got a team, man. We can handle it. No problem.
This is
Okay, this is this one, and then I'll show you up front something. We try and keep the fresh water easier for us. We keep the fresh water separate so that we don't have any mistakes. Grabbing the wrong one.
What?
I gotta walk slower. I
I
forgot.
say you gotta walk slower.
We got the old lady behind me. So up front, I know this is Ken's favorite area with my freshwater
Look at
fish
this.
tanks. I know this is your favorite area, Ken. Freshwater fish tanks. And Ken, just for
Hold on.
you, did she
Wait,
tell you
hold on.
about this?
Hold on, we gotta show them this.
I'll show him this one. He'll love
Look
this.
at this.
Ooh, that's awesome.
How pretty are all those fish?
Dude,
Like that?
that's almost cool.
I love you
It's
too,
very
bro.
cool.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Love our banner.
So this is our little break room and people resting, and this is where we keep all of our apex pods and our bags that are pre-made up. Also, we have areas like this. But let's talk to you about the frozen food. This is where we keep our freshwater frozen food up here, so they can help. They know when they're getting a freshwater, or they come up here like our turtle diet and our freshwater multi packs, and most of our bloodworms. We sell a lot of bloodworms, and so the different sizes of bloodworms we sell. So that's basically why we keep it up here. It's easier. And down the road, I'm thinking we'll probably end up taking more of these stand-up freezers and put them in here and get rid of some of the stuff that's in here and move it upstairs so we have more room down here. They don't need to have a break area, right?
What?
I'm kidding. I'm teasing. Employees have to relax. Other than that, I think that's about it for our quickie, and I'm looking forward to next Friday. We can see it again. You can see a lot of female betas here.
Are those Julian's mangroves?
Yes, of course. Julian's mangroves. This whole setup is a Julian setup. This is the tank from him. This is like 10 years old. I took one of his tanks, but we did it for him. I did everything with Julian. The only thing I took out of here because it keeps growing too much algae was the stacks in this freshwater system. I think the calcium with the freshwater reacts differently. So it doesn't work like with a saltwater tank. In the saltwater tanks, we don't have any issues, but in the freshwater, they would just constantly grow algae just on those. But other than that, it's great for this. All right.
Okay,
well,
dude. So cool, man. Thank you for the tour. Next
You're
Friday, we'll tour the entire coral farm. We're showing everybody everything. So
Yep. And upstairs, we got a lot going on up there now, too.
that's just amazing, dude, what you've been able to put together in, 3 years from nothing, right?
Yep. From nothing. Yes, that's it. We've been here almost, 3 years, right? Yeah, 3 years.
It's close to 3 years. Yeah, it's just
yes,
wild. I never imagined it would be something like this. Like, it's just wild.
Well, I want to make it bigger, so we'll keep working, right?
Bigger's
So
not
next
always
week we're
better.
gonna see-
Bigger's not always
No,
better.
not always bigger, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. You want to
Sell more,
sell
more,
We'll
and
do
make
more.
more
It's
nice
fun.
stuff.
As long as we're having fun, I'm doing it.
Right.
If we're not having fun, then